Hey, what's up everybody? It's Kyle, and in this video, I wanted to go over the latest news on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, as well as why I decided to up my initial investment and what I'm planning to do now. Guys, before we start, please take 1 second to smash the like button until that baby turns blue and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you'll get notifications every time I post a new video. Also, follow me on Instagram. I post there pretty much daily, and Twitter if you want. I'm on there pretty much all the time, so you will get other aspects of my life as well. Guys, let's get right into it. Okay, and probably the biggest headline of all came from Citibank. The managing director had stated that he determines that his estimation is that the price of one Bitcoin will be $318,000 by December 2021, which is exactly about a year away. And I'm going to read this exactly coming from him. He predicts a price target of $318,000. And however improbable as that may seem, it only would represent the lowest rally from the low to the high in that particular market rally. It's only 102 times from the low to the high. Now, Tom Fitzpatrick, he looked at the long-term trend of Bitcoin price characterized by unthinkable rallies followed by painful corrections. Notably, 3 main bullish periods of BTC so far have been increasing in length. So here it goes. A 10-month run from 2010 to 2011. A 2-year run from 2011 to 2013, and a 3-year run from 2015 to 2017. This puts us right in the middle of another bull run, which started in 2019 and could go till 2022. And it's the reasons for this that are worth mentioning are that it includes a change in the US federal monetary policy, which occurred when the coronavirus pandemic hit. It's characterized by vast and sustained increase in new money production with less intention to constrain all of this once the economy and employment pick back up again. And so in another article from CoinTelegraph, it stated that Bitcoin hit the new 2020 high of 16,765, and traders expect a much larger run up in the near future. And this is because the top analysts were wrong about the correction. There were several reasons why the analysts expected a prolonged, why they now expect a prolonged uptrend. Here's why. First, Bitcoin cleanly broke out of 16,000, which they thought was going to be a lot of resistance at that level. Second, there's a sell-side crisis as more BTC gets accumulated than mined. And thirdly, BTC rallied despite indicators showing that it was overbought. Okay, and the third article, now this came from Forbes nonetheless, literally right before I started filming this video. And I wanted to put this in here because the headline came up, wondering what Bitcoin will do next, ? Look at these 5 indicators. Now I found these very, very intriguing. Number 1, exchange balance and exchange net flows. What this means is more Bitcoin is being moved from centralized exchanges where trader keeps their coins handy to take advantage of quick trades to move quick price swings to make some quick cash and quick trades around to more third party or self-custodied wallets. Now, this is basically meaning more crypto is being held or hodled in the crypto world. People are not trading this as often. They're keeping it as more of a store value. Number 2, Bitcoin treasuries. Now, the MicroStrategy company just invested $425 million in Bitcoin. Square just invested $50 million in Bitcoin. These companies tend to have long-term multi-year horizons. They're not holding something for 1-2 years. They're looking at this at the long term. Now, number 3 in this article was that Google search term results. In 2017, when it hit their all-time $20,000 Bitcoin price level, the Google search terms right now, when it's almost at its high again, are only 10% of what they were in 2017. So that means that this price is being driven up by institutional investors and more organic buying instead of frenzy that will probably start coming in once we reach an all-time high. Okay, so number 4, futures perpetual swap funding rate. So what this means is when you see a lot of people betting on the futures, and they basically, there's leverage in this, and there's a sharp downturn, you'll see a lot of exaggerated selling, downside sell-off. Futures betting on it being a dip, or being a rise or a fall. So it's really balanced right now. And pretty much what this is meaning is that right now the price of Bitcoin is really just being built up with organic demand purchasing spot Bitcoin. All right, and number 5, active supply and coin dormancy. What this means is that there's 18,545,000 Bitcoins that are actively issued thus far. And only 60% of those within the last year actually moved. And within the last 2 years, only 40% of those moved. So what this is showing is that even though reaching all-time highs, people are not quick to sell these off, and they're more holding these or hodling these. All right, so here's what I did. About a week ago, after I made the other video about investing $80,000 into Bitcoin and a couple other small cryptocurrencies, there are over 7,000 coins right there. So there's a lot of stuff out there, but I'm mainly only invested in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and what I decided to do is to invest another 20,000. I mainly put this into Bitcoin. However, a couple other altcoins as well, such as Ripple and some of the other smaller coins that I decided to get into as well, because those ones, not the Ripple one, but Litecoin and Ethereum, those are trusted coins, and they are actually adopted by PayPal on their site to be able to buy and sell those as well. All right, so the main reason that I decided to invest another 20,000 about a couple days after the initial 80,000, and in fact decided to invest another 25,000 today, is because of the following 5 reasons. Number 1 being the PayPal adoption. Now, people may have mixed feelings about this. However, PayPal has 346 million active users, and that's growing on a 21% year-over-year basis. Now, just by being on this site and being able to buy and sell crypto on the PayPal site and your PayPal app. Now, I went on to PayPal and actually bought $100 worth of Bitcoin just to see how easy it was, and it was so easy to do. And I just feel like with the mainstream success of PayPal, and with COVID exaggerating the cashless society, that has just gone bananas as well during this time. So that's only bringing more eyes onto the crypto world and crypto investing. Number 2, stimulus. More than likely there's going to be another stimulus, and what that does is just print money. The US dollar is being printed, and that's inflation worries are coming out of that, as well as people, when they get their stimulus check, as we've seen in the stock market, they pretty much putting it to work and trying to invest in the stock market and in crypto. Number 3, lack of other alternatives. I mean, sure, you can say that Bitcoin is the digital gold, so you look at gold. That could be another investment. However, I don't see that gold is going to have the appreciation long term as Bitcoin does. And also, you can look at other things such as the stock market. Now, the stock market's at all-time highs. We've already priced in all this COVID stuff, as well as you could look at real estate. I do believe in real estate. Real estate's a great investment. However, the suburbs have been going up like crazy this year because of this pandemic. And also, I'm looking at some investments around the city, but who's to say when this is all going to come back? It seems like lockdowns are happening even more. So when are people going to come back to the city? Because right now the rents have been taking a huge hit in cities because people aren't near their offices anymore. They're choosing to live a little further away and enjoy life more since they're working at home and getting a bigger space. So it's kind of up in the air in that front as well. Number 4, less volatile. Look at the stock market. You want to talk about volatile. Every time Trump tweets something at 12 at night, it could drop the whole stock market. I mean, we're getting over that right now, it looks like, but still, we've seen great appreciation during this time in the stock market. And when it looks like the Democratic nominee won, the candidate won. The stock market loves knowing and loves certainty. So we already saw a lot of the appreciation priced in during this time. And number 5, this is very important, the world economy. Now, Bitcoin, you can purchase this anywhere. This could be a world currency. Think of that in terms of how valuable this could be. There's only 21 million going to be issued, and that decreases as halvings happen, which just happened in 2020. Now, just like think of what the internet did for distance. Instead of having to write a letter to somebody, you have an email which goes seconds. And the same thing could happen with this transfer of money in seconds. And it's clean, and it's, you don't have to, it's just what the internet did is basically what blockchain is. It's going to completely reinvent this whole, a lot of things. And we are just scratching the surface right now. And we're not even scratching the surface. We're such in the beginning stages. Now, I'm 100% about blockchain. I know this. I've done research on this, looked at TED Talks, other smart people talking about it. It's just whether or not Bitcoin is going to be part of that. And I really hope it is. But at this point, I know blockchain technology is going to be where it's at in the future. So look at the world economy, and that was one of my last main reasons why I'm investing so much in this. All right, so as for what I'm gonna do now, well, I have quite a bit invested in this. It's been doing very well recently. Where do I think it's gonna go? I think we're gonna just keep ripping to new highs. So I wanna get in on it now because I think the momentum's there. There was supposed to be a little correction. Analysts predicted that. They predicted a little wrong. It went right up. I think it's going to get to new highs and in the mid-20s before any more major correction happens. But I want to say this, that I may sit back for a couple days. However, I do think I do have one more good initial investment. And then what I'm going to do, probably be at a good 10, 11, maybe more coins. I'm just going to sit back, relax, and watch it start ripping up. And just hopefully these analysts are right, because some are very, very, very bullish, and I'm just gonna end up riding this baby to the moon. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As always, leave me a comment below, reply to this. I wanna know what you're thinking and what your thoughts are on this, as well as like this video, please. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, so go hit that like button and subscribe if you have not done so already, and hit the notification bell so you will get notifications every time I post a new video, as well as follow me on Instagram. I post there pretty much daily, so you will get other aspects of my life as well. Guys, down below, I have a couple affiliate links. One is to Robinhood. You will get a free stock, so might as well sign up if you want. And it's a good trading platform for stocks. Also, I have a link to Coinbase, which is the site that I trade from. If you want to, sign up for that, that's a good way, as well as PayPal. However, you don't store your coins on PayPal, so got to look into that. But Coinbase is a good trusted site, so check that link out below, as well as Acorns. It's something where you can link your digital, basically save up and round up your digital change. So you link your credit card. Every time you make a purchase, it rounds up your digital change, and you can even save some more if you would like, but it's kind of like a forced savings account, so I like it. You can kind of link it up to however risky or moderate or safe you want to be. So check that out as well. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.